Hey guys, Zephinix here. You have to excuse me, I'm not really feeling that well. So I want to go ahead and make a response to my video. Honestly, I was thinking about not actually making a response to it, just letting you guys go talk about it amongst yourselves. And you guys have been doing a pretty good job at it, I gotta admit that. I'm kind of surprised at some of the things that's coming out here. But here's the thing. Basically my video was about what did Microsoft do? Why do you say Microsoft is hurting the industry? It's a simple question. Some people said, well, it's because they released a console with the Ring of Death, knowing that it was a Ring of Death. And yeah, I can see how that's bad, but that's not hurting the industry. In fact, it's hurting Microsoft more than it's hurting anyone. Microsoft is forced to actually repair those systems or send you out a new system, and assuming that you of course stay with Microsoft. If you don't, then they lose on Xbox Live. They lose a lot, on actual buying games. They lose a lot by losing every single customer that comes through their way. Some people said that paying for Xbox Live is the reason why, but no, once again, that is not. Some people said that they were forcing you to pay. And that's not the case either, because there's always other systems out there that you can get. PC, PlayStation 3, and the Wii. So they're not really forcing you to do anything, because there's always options available. Truth be told, no one really answered the question. I mean, let me just bring up Persistent Thug's particular list here. One, inglorious failing rate. No, that's the reason why. That's hurting Microsoft, not hurting the industry. Pay to play online, as I said. There's other options that you can do. So no one's following suit for them. So no, they're not affecting the industry in any way. Microsoft paying for games instead of creating their own. I don't even understand that one, but. Oh, you mean like paying for the exclusives? Yes. So how is that hurting the industry? Because Sony did that last year with GTA 4. Sony's done it for a while now. So how is it that Microsoft is the one hurting the industry when Sony already did it? It's just things that, alright, truth be told, no one answered my question correctly. Except the ones who said they haven't done anything, which is the exact answer. Microsoft hasn't done anything to the gaming industry. If anything, a lot of people, you guys don't realize it, but you might owe a little bit to Microsoft. Think about it. Who was the first one to come out with the console with an hard drive, for mainstream console, that is? That would be the Xbox 360, Microsoft. And thus is one of the reasons why you now have a PlayStation 3 with a hard drive in it. Xbox Live for consoles. Online hub for consoles, and giving you access to demos, full downloadable games, the whole night, even to play online. All these things were originally done by Microsoft. Microsoft put it on a console. We're not talking about PCs here, we're talking about consoles. And yes, there was the Dreamcast, but the Dreamcast did not have an online hub. All the stuff that you can go online with were all localized by the company themselves. So it had nothing to do with Sony whatsoever, Sega whatsoever. Excuse me. Truth be told, like I said before, Xbox Live also provided Xbox Live Arcade, which gives you the ability to actually go ahead and make these small games, and then you can go ahead and download them. That's an idea now implemented on both PSN and Wii Connect. So the answer, like I said before, you owe more to Microsoft than actually thinking that Microsoft is hurting the industry. Microsoft has made the industry better. With those three things alone that were not in any of the recent console wars, that's something right there that actually made, has made it better. I myself download a lot of those Xbox Live Arcade games. I myself download a lot of PSN games. It's because, I love those games. I like those games a lot. The relaxing, small games, it's what makes the system actually worthwhile, in my opinion. It's one of the reasons why I love the Wii. See, there seems to be a lot of, I don't know, misplaced hate or misplaced knowledge even, That seems, because no one really seemed to actually listen to what I say. You just automatically, or maybe you did and just don't understand. I mean, that's kind of understandable. I don't really understand exactly what went wrong. I don't. A lot of you, but like I said, there should be no hate for Microsoft, because Microsoft has done nothing to the gaming industry. Microsoft's faults fall with Microsoft, and they've hurt Microsoft more than they hurt the gamer. Like I said before, with the right-wing death, yeah, right-wing death is bad, especially since they knew about it. The thing is that who that hurt more, the gamer or Microsoft? Well, let's see. If you get a right-wing death, what happens? Well, you have an option. You can go ahead and get it fixed, which is going to cost Microsoft some money, or you can go ahead and dump it and buy something else, which is going to cost Microsoft some money. No matter how you look at it, Microsoft has done nothing to the gaming industry. Absolutely nothing. Now, I do apologize. I would have made this video a little bit more drawn out and a little more expansive. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to have to cut it here. But I'm just going to leave you guys with this. Two things. One, listen to the video and try to understand. And two, don't be so willing to hate on Microsoft. I understand you're PlayStation 3 fans or you're Wii fans and you prefer, or PC fans, and you prefer your system over that. That's true. But in no means is Microsoft ever really trash. Because without that trash, you probably would have a PlayStation 2.5. I'm just saying. You guys have a good night.